What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Better Radio, something like playlist, something like podcast. Although these days it is more podcast than playlist or radio, but it is what it is. Today's topic of discussion, or the theme of today's discussion, is contrast and balance. So yeah, let's get started. Most of the time when I write my art, a lot of my friends or people who interact with it, um, I was of the opinion that it's so dark and has such negative themes, and it's always so negative and shows, whatever subject I'm talking about in a very negative light. And they always ask me, why is it that way? And I always kind of find it funny because I always see the positivity in the things that I write, even though I understand from my end that they do have, large overtones of negativity. And how I view it is what I want to discuss with you today, and kind of just take you through how I think about these things. So today I was compiling some sort of anthology, a 3-pager that we're going to put up on our website. And it was also about, a similar theme. And I came up with this image in my head, which I wanted to share with you guys today. And essentially what it is that, imagine there's an object in a room, and that object is the subject matter at hand that we are discussing. And the artist shines light on this object. And this object could be of positive or negative subject matter, or in my case, negative subject matter. And I was thinking to myself, of course, someone reading it would immediately be drawn to the object I'm shining light on, which is of a negative subject matter. But how I view it is that the undertones for me would be the shadow that that object casts when I shine light on it. And I view certain things in life, or I think most things in life, in a similar manner, where as people, as myself, or people I know, shall I say, what we tend to do is that we shine light on certain topics. We shine light on these topics, and these topics are that object that I'm speaking about. And we almost solely concentrate and focus on this topic. And if that topic or that object is of a positive subject matter, we focus on it and only really see the positivity. Or if it's on a negative subject matter, then we only focus on the negativity that that object brings, and that's what we shine light on. And just real quick, I just want to, just let you guys know that this year I started drawing. And if you do draw, and whether you're professional or beginner, you'll know that one of the most important techniques in drawing is contrast, which is essentially the relationship between light and dark values, and how you shade an object and where you place the light on the object, and how that creates a more realistic and holistic image and perception of what you're trying to draw, of the subject you're trying to draw, the object you're trying to draw, and gives it a 3D shape, which is much more realistic. And in the same breath, I think that that's the kind of technique that I realize that I tend to use in life itself, is that when something happens and we shine a light on the subject or on the object, or the objects of a negative or positive subject matter, we focus on it. But also I think it's worth the time and effort to look at the shadow that is cast when you shine a light on this object. What shadow does that cast, and what undertones exist, and not just the object that we're looking at. What else exists and what else came from us shining a light on this object. And how I see it is that also, smaller objects, when you shine a light on them, I think, this is not science, by the way, this is just me thinking, can cast quite a big shadow, depending on angle, of course, and whatever, and how bright the light you shine. And same thing can be said for a bigger object, where sometimes a big object, if you shine light on it, can maybe cast a small shadow, depending on your angle and how bright the light is. And this is just to say that sometimes in certain situations it could help to not only focus solely on the object or the subject matter at hand, but also to see what comes of it, and what shadow is cast from us focusing so much on this object and shining light on it. And I just really wanted to to express this with you guys and share it with you guys, because maybe that kind of technique or that kind of understanding can help us create a more realistic, a more holistic, and a more 3D picture of things that go on around us and around our world, and help us understand or take the first step to understanding, certain situations, ourselves, other people. And it's crazy because I'm also trying to figure out whether I view life this way because that's how I do my art, or if I do my art this way because that's how I view life and which influences which. But I'm just really glad that I could share with you guys today, and I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.